King Eddie Industries, Director's Cut, Raw, Uncut, Beat Making Session. We're going to be referencing Taylor Swift's Call It What You Want today. We're going to make the whole beat from scratch, flaws and all. This ain't no cute little short content recording. This is the whole deal. And we don't know how it's going to turn out, but it's going to be awesome. We're going to shoot for greatness and see where we fall. But so I woke up with an urge to sample Phil Collins, just like a burning sensation in my heart to sample Phil Collins. So what better song than You'll Be in My Heart by Sir Philip Collins? I think he's knighted. I think he's Sir. So I need to call him, respectfully, appropriately, Sir Phil Collins. But I thought it'd be cool to put in some vocal chops, but use freaking You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins as the vocal source. So we'll get to that in a bit. I'm going to mute the reference. We're in 164 BPM. That could change, but it feels good. It feels right. Oh yeah, we're just going to use the default sound. So default diva sound. I'm just going to... Nailed it. First note of the key. The chords go for 2 bars each chord. So we're going to start with the 4 chord. I'm just going to mute these. It sounds terrible when I do that. What is the 4 chord? Yeah, that's the 4 chord. 4 chord, and then it goes... Where does it go? 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chord. I think that's right. 5 chord, and then 6 minor. Let's see how that sounds. I just... No idea. Yeah. Nailed it. The sound isn't what I thought it would be. So we want like a warmer pad sound, and I think this pad is velocity sensitive. So we can just lower the velocity, but Diva's freaking out. It's already freaking out. We just started, just got up this morning and started freaking out. Yeah, I think we can turn down the filter. Yeah. All right, we're gonna. We got to do something about this freezing situation, but that sounds already pretty good. Do 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 do. I can do brand new. Yeah, if Diva's freaking out like this, we're gonna have a long road ahead of us. But the good thing is with like stuff that's super CPU intensive is it forces you to like be minimal and make decisions. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, it sounds good. A little reverb. Never hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Let's not go crazy. A little vinyl. I like vinyl, not for the vinyl sound, but because when you put it on 1970, it like takes out a lot of low end. but it does it in like in like a kind of lo-fi way rather than like a filter, which is just like kind of boring. So, and we got a little warp going. I like the default warp amount. All right, we're gonna freeze that. That needs to relax, but that sounds good. We're gonna play it through once it's freezing. And then add some bass. I don't know if I like that chord voicing. Yeah, I don't. All right, unfreeze. This is the process, people. Warts and all. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be. It's chiller. With chords, it's really about how you voice them. Like it's not even about the chords themselves, more so how you voice them and how many notes of each chord you use. You can just use the power chord, like the first and the fifth of each chord. Sometimes that's really good to like make it a little more raw and minimal, not sound so emotional of like the whole triad. But here we're just doing straightforward triads because this is kind of like an emotional, cute little love song. So it works. But yeah, that sounds much better with that voicing. So now we're going to bass. And I'm probably going to use Diva again, even though it's going to wreak havoc on my computer. But I know what I want. Let's see. I have some bass sounds favorited that are my favorites. So, which one? I think Alpha Stack. Let's see. Let's get the bass notes down here. Just taking the root notes of each chord. So we're in A major. We're starting with the 4 chord, which is D, then A, then the 5 chord, which is E, and then F sharp minor. So let's take away the rest. Boom, boom. Recolor this. Bring this down maybe an octave. Okay. That sound is not that chill. It's kind of anthemic, which is cool, but a little too epic for this song. This, on the other hand, is kind of perfect. That's perfect, you know. Let's try in a lower octave. Nah. Maybe the first note lower. Yeah. That is cute. I'm going to take away sounded like there was like a bit of a release time. This function is really cool in Diva. You can like quickly, even if you're in the preset menu, like take down. This is with the Plugmon skin specifically. So get that freaking skin, kids. If you know what I'm talking about, just search Plugmon, Plugmon. I think that's right. That's hard. And then we can what if we the second time the bass goes around, do a little bass fill. Shout out to all the bass players out there that be doing too much. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm hating on bass players. I'm not. I'm showing love, but okay, we need that to glide. Let's see. Stuff like this, like bass fills or like little pad, accents in the chords. It's like I try to think like whenever I'm making, whether it's a chord, a key part, or a bass part, or a drum part, like think like you're that player, like that instrument. So if you're a drummer, if you're making drum parts, think like a drummer. A drummer's not going to play the same thing the whole song. They should play pretty simply the whole song, but little things to spice it up. And that's what we're doing here with each instrument. Rather than like adding a bunch of sounds to spice it up, we can just rely on the OG. If I'm thinking like of a band in my head, drums, bass, keys, guitar, or whatever, and then bring that mindset to our production. That is bad. Turn down the glide. Yeah, I think it's an octave up too high, but cool. Yeah, turn on the bass a little bit. So that's kind of the whole vibe of the original. It's very simple. And if we just added drums to this, because I'm constantly thinking when you're making beats or producing, like, how is this writable? Is this inspiring to a writer? And what do they need? A lot of times all a writer needs is just a fucking chord progression, a cool chord progression, and like some sort of basic drum beat to like get an idea going. Obviously you want to inspire the writer, so you want the sounds to be like inspiring, but it doesn't need that much. Like we could just add drums and then stem this out and call it a day. But we're gonna make it cute. We're gonna make it awesome. But we don't need that much. This is just me talking to myself that I don't need to be doing too much. Note to self: I'm gonna freeze this bass. And before we add drums, we might take a look at that Phil Collins sample. I pitched it up a little bit, worked on it a little bit beforehand. Just basically dragged it in here and kind of got a vibe, a tempo. Let's see what we're working with. You'll be in my home, oh, no matter what they say. This is from like an acapella from like a live version. And yeah, we're going to make it pretty indistinguishable. We're just going to use it as accents. We're not going to do like a Phil Collins remix, which I would love to do, but not today, dude. You'll be in my home, oh, no matter what they say. You'll be here in my heart, always. Always. That's fire. This one I really like. Always. Always. Yeah, dude. We're gonna use that. We're gonna move stuff around. I feel like just look over your shoulder. Oh damn, that's hard. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. Dude. Yeah, we might not even do the "You'll Be in My Heart" part. This like verse, pitched up verse thing. Just look over your shoulder. That might be the first thing. I'm gonna make a new track with the sample. Let me check my recording real quick. Make sure it's good. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna take this, and then this. I'm gonna keep it up here for source material. I like to keep the source material as she was, and then like mess with it on another track. So let's see how this fits in the rest of our music. Just look over your shoulder. All right. It's in key at least. We're gonna use these tastefully. So let me listen just to oh yeah, still need that reverse piano. Always. So that could be on the last chord, and then this part. I feel like this could be in the first chord. I'm just like feeling. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. Not there. Close. We're getting there. Just look over your shoulder. All right. We need a tempo. Just look over your shoulder. No. Just look over. No. Just look over your shoulder. Yes. The process. Fail until you make it. Brought to you by Phil Collins. So that's cool. And we're gonna throw some effects on this to make it even cooler. So just hold on to your hats. It's about to get fucking cool. That's not really like in tempo at all. Always. Might just re-sing it myself. Doom. Always. Yeah. Yesh. So that is cool, and we might add another element from the source material. Just look over your shoulder. Yeah. Like right there. What's this? Always. That's kind of like always. We could have a different word. That's cool. Let's try it. Just look over your shoulder. Beautiful. I don't like the placement, but I'm liking the off beats. Nope. That's cool. From the top. Just look over your shoulder. Love it. Now we're gonna mess with it. So the formant, I like in Ableton using Complex Pro, and then you can change the level of how much the formant stays the same. So right now it's 100% trying to keep the formant, meaning the sound of the voice like the original. But if we turn it to 0, it'll just forget the formant and just go up in pitch. Just look over your shoulder. Like that chipmunk soul kind of sound, which doesn't always sound appropriate. Just look over your shoulder. Yeah, I had it on 100% for a reason. But another thing we can do is keep the formant the same, or 100, and use little alter boy to alter the formants and get some, weird results. Because little alter boy is super, honestly, it's like janky as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But that that jankiness is what makes it great, because it has all these weird artifacts that make it really unexpectedly cool. That's not cool. That's cool. What if we did an octave up and... That's cool. I'm gonna auto-tune Phil Collins. I don't care, dude. This is the process, whether you like it or not. And I love the like super auto-tuned chorusy sounding like vocal sample for some reason. All right, we're in A. Posture check. We're in A major. I guess we'll do instrument. Kind of using it as an instrument. Let's see how it sounds. Little Altar Boy's freaking us out. I'm gonna put autotune after Little Altar Boy. Because Little Altar Boy, sometimes the pitch is not. It does weird things with the pitch too. All right, freaking out. I feel like that's a sign to not use Little Altar Boy. We're taking a sign from God here, but I'm still gonna auto-tune it. And I'm gonna auto-tune the crap out of it. Awesome. That thing's a little. This placement's still weirding me out a little bit. Sorry, placement. I feel like that's better. Okay, let's get to some effects. This chorus is absolutely incredible. What is the company? I need to get the company because I've been using their stuff and for a long time. But I forget. Sign Vibes, that's the name. All their stuff is crazy good. But this chorus is super drastic. So I usually have it like pretty low, the mix pretty low. Yeah, like that's already crazy. That's cool. What is causing this shit to tweak out? Ooh, it might be that. Let me chill on those. My tags. Just look over your shoulder. That's fire. And then maybe we pitch the whole thing up an octave. And we can use the octave later. Fire. Vocals just make everything better. I swear to God. That's so fire. Alright. We're going to compress the crap out of this. A lot of times chorus really makes the chorus effects make the low end go crazy, the dynamics go crazy in a way that is cool, but I don't want all the time. So I'm just gonna mix this like a vocal. I would use this on vocals. That's a lot of compression. But it sounds kind of good. Hey, use your ears. If it sounds good to you, then it's good. I'm going to freeze this, bounce this to audio, like flatten the track, and then mess with it more. And I promise we're not going to spend all day on this sample, but vocals do need work, especially a random Phil Collins vocal sample from a live recording. But the final result is going to be cool, I think. So I'm going to consolidate the low octave and the high octave and name it accordingly. I like to be a little OCD with my naming. So Sir Phil low octave. And then mess with this a little bit, and then we'll get to drums. And it's going to really come together. See, we compressed the crap out of this, and it's still, like, dynamic AF. So that's why, like, the meters made it look like it was like, oh my god, I'm compressing so much. Oh my god, what a travesty. But in reality, our ears were correct. It wasn't that crazy. Add my favorite distortion. So this is kind of like resampling, I guess. We're sampling and then freezing and then resampling, or re-plugging. I don't know what I'm doing. My default is definitely, I want that kind of like Drake filtered vocal sound. I feel like Drake and Taylor should definitely collab. Imagine if Drake and Taylor made like a Toxic Love album. Oh my god, that would be fire. Oh man, that would be toxic as fuck. But everyone would love it. I would love it. You would love it too. Alright, too much distortion. Fire. Need some space. Need some delay. First delay, then reverb probably. Shout out Valhalla. Best reverbs and delays in the game. Might do a ping pong situation. Dotted eighth quarter. Let's see. Quarter, dotted quarter. Cool. Or just yeah, just quarter. Simpler. Easier, better, faster, stronger. And then some vibey vintage verb. Cool. Still a lot of low end in this. Let's see how the high octave sounds. Fire. Turn it down. Yep. We're going to take out some more low end. Again, another thing with using your ears, like if you see this EQ right here, it's like, oh, we're cutting everything below 300 hertz. No, you're not, dude. It's attempting to, but nobody's perfect, and not even this EQ is perfect. And we're not, it doesn't cut absolutely everything. It cuts mostly everything, but see, let's put this right after this EQ, right after this EQ. It's looking like it's cutting a lot, but it's basically cutting everything below 200 instead of 300. So my point is, if you really want to reduce the low end or reduce anything, you still got to use your ears, and the one EQ might not do it, or one EQ move might not be enough, or might not be the right thing. So, and especially using it as a filter like this, like it might be better to use it as an actual EQ. Like that's a lot better. Just taking out the frequencies instead of just removing them. We're lowering them here instead of removing them entirely, because filtering is different than EQ. It's like causes a lot of different phasey stuff when you just like take out all the low end. Still a little loud. I might put a pan on this, and we might put one more. We might put one of the GOAT plugins on here, maybe before the last EQ. I have the Soundtoys effect rack. Soundtoys, you know, if you don't know, you should know. If you do know, you know. But Crystallizer is like one of the greatest plugins ever. Granular Echo Synthesizer. Yeah, that sums it up. But the coolest thing to do is or just like my go-to, is to pitch up the granular echo an octave. 1200 cents is an octave. And then it's really intense, so you can just have it like super low. Control to see the mix amount. Super low in the mix, and it's that chef's kiss. See, this is only 7%, and watch what happens. You hear that? Those little flutteries, I'll make it more drastic. Like, that's sick. Let's try quarter note. That's fire. Yeah, buddy. That sounds awesome. It depends on the sound. Like, sometimes it doesn't sound that awesome, but here it sounds awesome. And I'm gonna take out a little of that because it gives a lot of, I guess we could do it here. The crystallizer definitely gives a lot of like high sizzle, but you can tweak that in tweak, press tweak, and then you can tweak it the amount you want to tweak it, or yeah, you can tweak the low pass and high pass settings. So we don't need to do this. That's redundant. Dude, that's fire. All right, let's move on. So we can get rid of the source material because she's done enough. She's done God's work today. Freeze, because we got a lot of plugins going on, and I need to stop. Let's get into drums. The original has super cool, like, pitched 808 kind of sounding drums. I'm gonna rip off. Let's listen to the original reference. But rip off, but make it our own. Key. The key to music and art.
My castle crumbled overnight. I brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, that snare. It's just like a 808 conga perk thing, but it's on the root note of the key.
My castle crumbled I brought a knife to a gunfight. They took the crown, but it's alright.
The drums are pretty minimal in the reference. We're just gonna mute these and then delete the rest. So these are from our yesterday's drums. I like taking drums from different sessions. Like if I really, worked hard on a drum sound or a drum program, drum programming and made it sound cool, it's not like you never can use those drums again. You can bring it into a new beat and it can sound completely different over a different beat. And the majority of like hip hop stuff is like the same, spins 808 and like whatever clap. And I love it because it's not about the sound, it's about what you do with it. So for every single track, we don't need to like design drums from scratch. Just like when you're playing in a band, you're not going to design your drum set from scratch. You're going to use the same drums damn near every song. You might swap out the snare, for a song or two, but that's about it. It's not about the drums. It's about, getting a good sounding foundation and then playing them well or programming them well. I digress. We have these like little perk things we're going to use, but we're going to start with the snare, which is like a pitched. I do want to build the snare from scratch because I do have a lot of pitched snares, but I feel like I can do something cool with this. We're gonna go to an 808 drum machine. Drum machines. 808. Turn this up. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I think the original uses like a conga type thing. Ooh. A lot of kicks. A lot of snares. Let's try a tom. We'll try these out, get them in key, and then mess with them to make them sound a little more modern and different from the reference. Ooh, I got the reference playing. That's in key already, kind of. It's like a little sharp or flat. Let's get the key right. Ugh, that's like... There it is. So let's bring it down an octave. Goes hard. Goes hard as fuck. Wow, that's the same exact thing as this. I just pitched that down. Let's try the tom. The tom's got a little more attack on it, a little more transient. Which might be good, because if we compress and distort it, we might want a little more attack to start with. It's like not perfectly in key though. Ugh. Is that in key? How's our recording? Good? Are we good? We're good. This? Ooh. Which is which? This feels better now. All right. We're gonna do some stuff to this 808 tom sound. Let's start with, you know what I haven't used in a while? FabFilter Saturn, one of the greatest distortion plugins ever made. Definitely like top 3. I would say top 3 distortion plugins for me. Dist Coldfire by Arturia, which I use all the time. FabFilter Saturn and Decapitator by Soundtoys. If you have those, you are set for life in the software realm. Be cool to do they have these amp settings. Be cool to like run this through a fake amp. Thought that'd be more drastic. Thought that'd be more dramatic. Bro, these are way too chill. British rock in it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's turn this up. That goes hard. All right, let's find a happy medium in between those two sounds so we can just pull the mix in between, in the middle, 50%. Oh God. We're not going high quality today, kids. How about linear phase? I feel like the phase is off. Crazy how much distortion lowers the volume because it's being crunched. All right, that's a good start. I'm going to compress the shit out of this. What should I use? This might be a little too snappy, but let's try it. Nice. Yeah, I like around there. We'll still have to do some work to this. What if we... Crazy thought. Put two snares and then throw this an octave up. So this would be, is that right? Let's see. This might sound terrible. Yeah. Yeah, right? I don't know, dude. I like to put tuners on my pitched percussion to see if it's in tune. It's saying it's in tune, but my ears are telling me something different. That's cool, like low in compared to this one. It adds a little bite, but it sounds like one sound. Like the listener's gonna be like, that one snare is really cool. That's what I want to accomplish when I layer stuff. I don't want it to sound like a layer. It kind of does still. I'm gonna turn it down a little more. If not, just not use it. I think that it's subtle, but we're gonna go with it. A little room. More compression, I think, is what we need. This is kind of like, yeah, very much like sound designy snare stuff. Even though we used 808 toms as a source material, we're like shaping it. No. I'm going to do the comp VCA 65. Love this comp. So I love using the presets. Snare Smasher. That's cool. It's not doing much. Yeah, it's still, the transient's a little much for me. Sometimes you need distortion just to like squash transients. Let's see. Yeah. I could also chill on this compression. Yeah, I might not even need this. Or this. Just a little, okay. We're going through the process, we're experimenting. Bear with me. But this is the process. It's not pretty. It's rarely pretty. All right. So what I like doing with pitch snares sometimes is changing the pitch for like a little variation. Cool. It's a lot perceptibly louder when we pulling up an octave. My parents' dog is freaking out because there is a dog outside, and dogs like to bark at other dogs. That's the thing they do. Kind of territorial situation. You know, I'm not a dog, so I don't know what it's like, but I can imagine it might be a little unsettling. What if we flip the script? That sounds kind of like exactly like the reference. See the reference?
My castle crumbled overnight.
Yeah, it's like exactly like the reference. We're gonna not do that then. It's a little too similar for me. All right, let's get a kick going. Keep forgetting to pause that. I might have like a spicy little groove here. A little more like a a chill kick sound, but a little more busy because the bass is doing nothing rhythmically. So I really like this Ghost Syndicate drum and bass. I keep on going back to this. These kicks are just so fire. Like the more minimal ones. That's cool. Ooh. They're all good. Bro. Overwhelm. Alright, stop. I need to stop. We have a lot of good options. Let's try them out. A little punchy. Ooh, that was an accident, but that might be cool. Take out the kick. No, take out the kick. When I why is it double kicking? I think these are all like loops. Setup. Where am I? Whatever. But yeah, take away this one. That's cool. It's a little... We'll save that idea for later. This kick is a little intense, but we can maybe design the envelope. Yeah, a lot of these sound good. This one's really mellow, but maybe have this for the verse and this one for the chorus. God, I'm sorry. A little too dancey. Yeah, we're gonna maybe use this one for the chorus. So we'll have both of these, but we're gonna change the pitch of this one so it's on a different note. Change the setup. So let's see. And we're just gonna use the high end of that kick, because that's where all the character comes from. Layering kicks. Dude, come on. Stop messing with me, dude. Well, while we have the spinning wheel of death, let's make sure we're good here. It'll work. Let's talk philosophy while we're spinning into death. I was thinking today, progress comes from the process. So you need a process in order to have progress. I think we live in a goal obsessed society, or at least I used to be goal obsessed. Classic New Year's resolution or, quarterly goals. Oh, I'm excited about my goals. Goals don't mean shit. You could say, "Oh, my goal is to be a billionaire." Like it doesn't it's worthless. The goals have value when you work backwards from them and you form a process based on your goals. So, for example, I want to be the best singer in the world. Okay, if you stop there, it's worthless. But if you go back and form a process working backwards, like, okay, what does it take to be the best singer in the world? I probably have to practice enough to be able to sing well on stage. I need good stage presence. I need good technique. I probably want to be good at different styles or whatever styles I'm interested in. And then you work backwards from there and form a process of, all right, I'm going to practice every day these songs that I love, these techniques to get me where I want to go. And the process is not pretty. Like you suck for the majority of the time. But if you love what you're doing and you have a goal, that's where, again, goals can have value. Because if you have a goal that, is really powerful to you, the spinning wheel of death is not looking good. But if the goal is something you really love, you will go through any process. Man's search for meaning type beat, the why. Get a good why and you'll overcome any how. I think, back to my thought I was thinking earlier today, it's process, then you get progress, then you get the outcome. The outcome or the goal is a byproduct of your process, which leads to progress, which leads to an outcome. So don't spend your time thinking about an outcome. Spend your time thinking about your process and just don't, not even thinking about it, doing your process. All right, we're gonna quit this and start over. Might have to cut this from the video, but yeah, spoiler alert, how to do this shit. Think about the process, or don't think about the process, do the process. And if you have a good process, the progress will happen. But you need to trust the process. And the process, like I said, is generally not that cute. Like, I've made thousands of beats and most of them are bad. Like, most of them are fucking whack. But the more I do it, the better I get. So, like, in making this beat today, it's not about making a good beat. It's about going through the process, and eventually I will get good. That's the progress. And the outcome will be I'm a good producer eventually. But if I make a terrible beat today, it doesn't mean I'm a bad producer. And if I make an amazing beat today, it doesn't mean I'm a good producer. It's just part of the process. And divorcing yourself from the emotional outcome of like, oh, I made a bad beat, that means I'm bad, or I made a bad song, or I made a bad piece of art, that means I'm terrible. Like, I've had that thought pattern many times when I'm too focused on the outcome or the end result. It's all about the process. And if you go through the process as much as possible, you will simply have good progress. And progress is all we can ask for. That's all we can measure ourselves by. Is like, am I 1% better than yesterday? And whether it's YouTube or making beats or making, looming or, making graphic design, working on a business, whatever. It's about progress, which comes from the process. So process equals progress equals outcome. Moral of the story: trust the process. All right, where the fuck were we? forget which kick we had. All right, we did a lot of work that didn't. Yeah, so we're gonna use this for the chorus. We're gonna move this to a different note. We're gonna save the session and move this up, and we're just gonna use the high end of this kick for the chorus mixed with this. I don't know which one I like better. Maybe. Oops. Nope. Yeah, might have that not filter it out, just use the whole kick to make it a little louder for the chorus. But I'm gonna mute it for now. Okay, we got these hats from yesterday's beat. We're gonna delete that pattern, make a new one. Let me check on my snare real quick. I feel like when we crashed, we lost some sauce. No, we didn't. I want a nice minimal pattern. Keep it on one hat. Keep it simple. That might be it. Keeping it simple. We're gonna have another snare sound. This is 808. So this is the pitch snare. We're gonna have like a rim. I want like a Metro Boomin rim snare. The classic Metro rim. I feel like that'll be super cool. I probably have on all these like random kits I have. I probably have. I'll just look in the all results. Oh, I just searched Metro. Let's see. Perk. Nope. Bat. That's it. Yes. Call it what you want, yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. I just had an idea. Like, it'd be cool if we had like crazy 808s in this too. but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to take this and just put it on the same beat. It's got a lot of reverb on it, so we're going to mess with that. Ooh. Okay, that's fire. We're going to not have it on every beat. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on with this perk. Alright, that's crazy. That's from another session, this pattern, but we're gonna use this and change the key around. Mute this. Mute all this. Alright, we can make this an 8-bar phrase, make it more minimal. I'm just going to delete everything. Start fresh. I like this, but it's not in key. Not where I want it. Yeah, we got to turn this shit up. These rims are gonna come in handy. Maybe this is the process, guys. Fucking around till you get it. Walking around in the dark till you see the light of day. Yeah. That's in key too, I think. Might not need this. This is like not really. Trying something else. That's cool. Where was I? I don't know if I want that note. Yeah, they're all the same note, but we're not trying to have a musical symphony and the drums over here. Same thing? No, those aren't. This is too loud. It's loud as shit. Cool. I'm also going to use from yesterday's beat. I made a really cool vocal chop thing, and it's kind of like percussive, and I think it'll be appropriate here. Vox Perk 2, I think it's that one. Let's see. The sun just came out. The sun just came out of the fucking closet, dude. It's out and proud, and I love it. There it is. Bear sample pack, unreleased, and amazing. It'll be out soon. Let's see if this works. We're in D. We're going to slow it down. We're going to pitch it down. We're going to take out this panning. Pitch it up. I like the beats. What is that? Okay, we're gonna just take the first one and cut it. Let's see. Maybe not a steady thing. Yeah. Kind of following the kick. Less is more. We'll add... let's see. Awesome. That's really cool. Sun is blinding me. And that's a beautiful thing. These drums are fire. We're gonna... These are good for the verse. They gotta switch up in the chorus. But I probably should just arrange it first and then do that in the chorus. Right? That's kind of common sense. Let's see what this open hat's doing. I don't know if this is working. I think it would work at the end of this phrase, but not this sound. 80s drum machine, let's try that. Nope. I think I have just the sound from my apocalyptic pop kit. Hi-hats, open hi-hats, pitch down drum machine. Let's try it. Yeah. I just wanted to stop when the snare hits, which is right here. And have it even lower, super low. Let's get, for the chorus, let's get a crazy drum break from That Sound. Amazing plugin library. Mammoth. They have a ton of stuff, and I have a ton of their stuff, but they have their packs. Mammoth and Hanger are just huge sounding drums. This one I think is literally recorded in an airplane hangar. So big, brutal. Let's try brutal. Huge, a little slow, but they have hi-hats. That's fucking crazy. Let's try it. I don't want the opening thing, but kind of out of time. Okay, we're gonna take this, put it at the beginning. I don't want that either. And now we're gonna distort the crap out of it. Try some zany presets in here. See what happens. I feel like they have like rhythmic presets. Am I wrong? I might be wrong, but let's try some of my favorites. Oh, that's crazy. That's also crazy. I like this. All right, cool. Ableton trick. Since we distorted this, it's super, the transients are super blown out, and we can shorten them, preserve transients, press this arrow, shorten them, so the distortion isn't blowing them out as much. Like, that's the original, which is awesome, but a little out of control. Original, just a little unkempt. Take it down to 75, and I'm going to sidechain this to the kick so it has a little pump. It's just gonna come up in between the notes. Let's see how it sounds soloed. In context. Without, just kind of flatlined. With, more groove. Let's freeze this Vox perk because it's looking a little messy. Okay, so chorus, drum, loop. And now we need... Yeah, so I'm basically building out the drums like we're in the chorus, just building out the loop, and then I'm going to arrange it throughout the song, slowly building it up. But we need something else for, because the original reference has these like crazy awesome tom fills.
My castle crumbled overnight, a gunfight. They took the crown,
Right
but
here.
it's alright.
Yeah, they're actually like not that huge, but they're very effective. And I want to do something like that, but not rip it off completely. So I have my own. Let me just make another. I have my own tom samples I built with my new pack. And let's look through some toms. Yeah, like. Let's try the crop circle toms or the earthquake toms. Actually, I'm gonna do this on another template preset. So we have them all laid out. No release times. Release times are for chumps. Yeah. Let's lay these down. Lay a pattern down. Whoops. Yeah, this is the end of the phrase, kind of like the original. We're just adding 1%. Like, what's Virgil Abloh's quote? Adding like 1 to 5% on something you already think is cool. That's what we're trying to do here. So. Ooh, this should be over here. Let's extend these out. See how it sounds. Could be good, could be terrible. Bring it up in the mix. That's cool. Might not even need that because this is happening. This perk sound is happening there. So. That's awesome. Let's try some different toms in case they sound better, but that sounds pretty good to me. Let's try both of these. Kind of weak. Let's try both of these. I have them pitched or panned. Can I make this mono? Can't really hear it. That's cool. Just lower it a little. Full loop. Oh boy. Cool. That is like the same rhythm as the reference, so we need to be a little more creative with that. Here's the reference.
They took the crown, but it's alright.
Yeah. And that kick pattern just went crazy hard.
All the liars are calling me.
So change it up a little bit. Boom, boom, dun, dun. A little different. Fits with our song better too as well. Gonna freeze this. We're almost done. Doesn't really look that way, but we're almost done. I want to add some reverse piano. So building this like it's the chorus. Want to add some reverse piano, maybe some more synth, like one more synth, and then that's it. This is loud. This pad's loud. Add some little effect stuff from yesterday's beat. Just taking this. I use very similar effects like every beat. It's like if you were using the same like crash cymbal every beat, because I try to keep the effects very minimal, and I just use like a few of my own sounds. Use those, put those in where necessary when we're arranging. Alright, let's do this reverse piano. I've been talking about it since the beginning. Let's do keyscape. Just look over your shoulder. The sound doesn't really matter because we're gonna mess with it and reverse it. And what key are we in? A. So with reversing sounds, it's cool to like play a melody, play something a little spontaneous and kind of random, and then see what happens when you reverse it, because you're reversing every note in the phrase. So let's see. Clashes a little bit. See how that sounds. What's that last chord? 6. Do 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 do. Sounds stupid and dumb right now, but it's gonna sound awesome. Trust the process. This starting here doesn't sound great. Try that. An octave up. Doesn't need that out. Not loving it. Almost there. There we go. All right, now let's add reverb, because we want the reverb to reverse into the notes. Okay. Freeze that. Flatten it. Reverse it. Might reverse each phrase. Let me check stream. We're good. All right, so this is the reverse. This is the regular. Let's hear it in the song. Awesome. We can move it around a little bit, but that sounds pretty fucking cool, dude. Yeah, this can happen earlier. Let's try this. Yeah. This note needs to be louder. I don't know why it's like not. Fuck yeah, dude. That it's almost perfect. That's kind of cool. Might not even need this one. And it's cool because if we're thinking about arrangement, these kind of work off each other. The Phil Collins sample and this, they're kind of in between. We don't need notes or melodic elements clashing. This clashes a little bit, but I think it works because it kind of like really jumps out at the end. One more time. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely clashing. We're gonna fade into it. Hell yeah. I think it's perfect. I'll try to pan it. I'm gonna try one effect on this quickly. Throw some crystallizer on it like we did for the Phil Collins sample, and See what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't think it needs it. Okay. The final element when we're thinking about the arrangement to take the chorus to the next level. And I want to do a bell sound. Just like a cute, super simple bell sound. It's like kind of a high simple thing to just have on the like the downbeats of the chords. You kind of like feel it more than hear it. What's happening? Are we good? Are we good, fam? I think we're good. So let's create a little MIDI. That's not good, dude. All right, sorry for the little technical difficulties. Multi-chord, dude. That's the issue. Okay. Try that. All right, now let's have a different sound. Cool. Try. Yeah, I like the key sound better. Okay, we're gonna just arrange this and call it. You can delete the unused stuff. A lot of good material to work through here. Might add an 808 if we need to beef up the chorus bass. And might need to add another snare. I don't want to though. I want to keep it minimal. All right, let's arrange this. What are we starting with? We'll start with give a little intro. Fire. So I think this will be verse, and then we'll do a little pre, and then to the chorus. I think that's how I want to arrange it. So in the pre, halfway through the verse, gonna add some percussion. Actually, no, we're gonna add the second snare. And then have it at the end. Perfect. For the pre, then everything drops out, maybe the toms. And then they hit on the last snare together. Bass cuts out. Now we're into the chorus. Yeah, I don't think we need another snare. We got a lot of stuff. So for the chorus, we're gonna add, let's try this. Trying different elements here. I think that arrangement's really good. This vocal, I want it to like pan every note. That's cool. Sound good? Yeah, this arrangement's pretty easy because it's a very chill, like a chill love ballad just with some drums. So we're gonna do that, and then we're going to drag this over for the second verse, but do it a little different. Have this. Have some effects thrown in there. Have that verby snare come in, delete this. Have these come in a little earlier. And have this vocal thing come in the second pre. Also, maybe the reverse piano. Now I want a sub drop. There's this, I use this cashmere sub drop. It's my go-to. I want that for into the second chorus, a little more dramatic. We're all about the drama here. Let's see how that sounds. Gotta turn it down. Perfect. Let's have it cut off here. Yeah, that's cool. The reverse piano leads into the chorus perfectly. Bridge, drop out bridge. Use this. Okay, I'm just going to use some markers for the last chorus. And then how can we make the last chorus go to the next fucking level? I don't know. I think I do know. We're going to add another hi-hat that we haven't used before in between the current hi-hat. So it's going to be like a 16th note pattern, but there's going to be no overlapping hi-hats. What am I doing? I got to get my markers in order here. Okay. That's cool. So it's the pattern's dispersed between 3 different hi-hats, giving it like a steady 16th notes without the boring monotony of one sound. And we're just going to end it there. Okay, folks, this has been a journey, but I'm really happy with the result. It's similar to the reference, but I think we made it our own a little bit. And I'm just going to mix this a little bit, master it, and I'll speed through that while you're hearing the final result.